have a look into the latest Microsoft 365 offering called Microsoft Lists. What I have found with our interactions with customers is that although they are Microsoft 365 users, they are not always aware of the new apps that are made available on the Microsoft 365 platform. So I thought I'd give a high-level overview of the app to make you aware of it. If you'd like for me to do a more in-depth, detailed video that goes into more detail, please tell me in the comments below and I'll gladly assist. For the sake of full disclosure, TalkTous is not a Microsoft representative, and this is not a paid-for insert on the TalkTous streaming channel. Okay, with that out the way, let's get into the show for tonight. To set the scene, I have a short explainer video for you that I'll play shortly. Microsoft Lists is a Microsoft 365 app that allows you to track information and organize your work. Lists are simple, smart, and flexible, so you can stay on top of what matters most to your team. Track issues, assets, routines, contacts, inventory, and more using customizable views and smart rules and alerts to keep everyone in sync. With ready-made templates, you can quickly start lists online, on the mobile app, and directly from within Microsoft Teams. And because it's part of the Microsoft 365 platform, you can rely on enterprise-grade security and compliance. Okay, so here's that video I was telling you about a little earlier. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the other side. So the Microsoft Lists homepage is available on web and a mobile app. It all starts with Lists Home, a single place to see and manage all your lists. To get there, click on the Lists icon within the Microsoft 365 app launcher. Here you can start a list in several ways. Easily from scratch or with ready-made templates. In addition, you can create new lists from existing lists or by importing Excel table data to jumpstart a list. Beyond the Creation Act, you will see all your favorited and recent lists, ones that you own or that have been shared with you. You will be able to create both personal lists you own and can share, and team lists owned by members of your team. Lists Home brings all your lists to your fingertips on the web and on the go via the Lists mobile app. Never miss out on a list that is important to you. Just favorite it and you will be able to access it from the favorite section on the Lists homepage. Microsoft Lists is for people who get things done together. Use Microsoft Teams to collaborate on lists using flexible views like grids, cards, and calendar. This brings content and conversation side by side in one integrated experience. You can either add an existing list to a Teams channel or create a new list directly in Teams and chat on individual list items. When you click on the plus symbol to add a new tab to a Microsoft Teams channel, select the List app to begin. The List app is used to both create new and embed existing lists all within Teams. Further refine your list by adding new columns, defining choices in a drop-down menu, create views or edit shared links, create custom views and filters, and set up rules to ensure the list works for you and your team. No compromises required. You get all the full power to configure what your lists look like and how it works for you, all from within inside Teams. Ready-made templates help you get started quickly. Microsoft has designed templates tailored to specific use cases like tracking issues, onboarding new hires, handling new events, itineraries, managing assets, and many more. These templates come with the base structure formatting, forms, conditional formatting, and everything that you will need to get a quick start on the work that matters to you. Find inspiration from these templates or modify them to bring your vision to life. In addition to the ready-made templates, there are two other time-saving ways to create lists. You can create lists from an existing list, inheriting the structure and formatting. You can create a list from Microsoft Excel by importing the Excel table data while choosing how to best represent that information. Once started, you have all the new formatting, views, rules, and more to best represent your information and to get back to business. Customizable views, smart rules, and sharing keep everyone in sync. Customize your lists for whatever your business needs. Lists are not only help track information, they help make your information speak for you clearly and visually. You'll keep everyone in sync, especially when things change. There are four main views when configuring lists: lists, grid, gallery, and calendar. Grid is the main style you will see when you first create a list of primarily rows and columns that can be configured and reordered. Grid is best when you want lists information to be easily edited. List is similar to grid but without point and click editing capabilities. It's the view that existing SharePoint list users will be most familiar with. Gallery is a great way to highlight lists that include images, cards, are configurable, and display a row of information. And when your information includes dates, the best way to visualize all items is to use the calendar view. You can adjust how information appears in these views by using conditional formatting. For example, you can change the background full color of an item from orange when the status is in review to green when the status equals approved. Background font color and icons dramatically change when certain criteria are met. A list in gallery view is visual and configurable. You can create custom views to organize and show items that are most important to you, like certain columns, to add filtering or sorting, or to have a more engaging style. You can create custom views to organize and show items that are most important to you, like certain columns, to add filtering or sorting, to have a more engaging style. You can create personal views that only you can see, and public views for everyone who uses the list to see. Moving on to rules. Building rules is as easy as writing a sentence. Once you decide on the outcome, click Fill If Then steps to design your rules. Choose people, status, and value changes to send notifications or programmatically update values elsewhere in the list. Finally, use rules to set reminders to keep everyone informed. An important part of collaboration is sharing. Whether it is a list is short or long, simple or complex, it's important to work with others and to do so in a way that is efficient and manageable. When you share a list, you can share the entire list with edit or read-only permissions, or share individual items where you will allow or disable the ability to edit. Set an expiration date or require a password before granting access. And once shared, invitees can add comments on the full list or on an individual item. Your lists got a whole lot smarter. Millions of SharePoint users have benefited from using lists over the years. Microsoft Lists builds on this trusted information platform, bringing new user experiences and capabilities to the foundational innovation of SharePoint lists. Rest assured that all your lists, including lists that you have inside SharePoint sites today, will benefit from all the innovations described here. Lists are lists are lists. Additionally, the value of existing integrations with the Power Platform continue when you need to further customize lists forms with Power Apps and design robust workflows with Power Automate. And for developers, the power and value of Lists API extends custom solutions to connect the list data as a source via Microsoft Graph. I want to thank you for joining me for this episode of Lifeline. If you have enjoyed this video, please give us a like and consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell to be notified of new content. This really helps the channel. We stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Your viewing preferences are in your hand. Thank you very much for your time tonight, and good night. We'll see you again tomorrow morning for Caper.